Hello and welcome back to another Understand Your Buyer video. In this video, we're looking at the bad mouth effect. So what is it? Well, you can probably guess, can you, from the name, but I'll explain anyway. So bad mouth in the competition, even if they are actually rubbish, is never a wise move. It's always going to reflect badly on yourself. We should essentially never, ever badmouth the competition. But there is a way to get around this if your competition aren't that great, and we can bring that to light, but I'll explain that in just a second. So how does it work? It works because if you badmouth the competition, you're only really, first of all, drawing attention to them. And secondly, you're just coming off badly yourself because you look negative yourself. And thirdly, potentially, if I tell you that I buy from Bob's Widgets and then you tell me that Bob's Widgets aren't very good, you're essentially casting aspersions on my decision-making ability as well. So no good can come from bad-mouthing the competition, even if they are rubbish, or especially if they're rubbish. Just don't do it. So how can you use it? Well, quite simply, don't do this. We're talking about how to lose the sale here. If you want to lose a sale, bad-mouth your competition, even if they're terrible. Just don't share your views with your potential buyers. It's always going to come across as insecurity or a lack of strength on your part, or just unprofessional. What you can do is this. So if you're talking to somebody and they use the competition and you know they're rubbish, rather than saying, oh, the competition are rubbish, you can say, how are they looking after you? Is there anything that you would change, or is everything fine? A simple question like that could trigger them to say, well, actually, they spell my name wrong on invoices. They forgot this, they do that, blah, blah, blah. People like to complain. So if you ask them, is there anything you would change? That's a very polite and unobvious way of saying, all right, you badmouth the competition. So is there anything that you would change? Then if they say, oh my goodness, they're terrible for this, terrible for that, blah, 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 you've got what you came for. We are talking about the competition in a negative light, but you didn't start it. You're not doing it yourself. Your buyer is doing it. So they won't think any less of you for having raised the point. So that's the badmouth effect. Even if your competition are terrible, you should never badmouth competitive businesses or products. Well, that's it for another Understand Your Buyer video. And if you like this kind of stuff, then you'll definitely like the book, which you can buy at understandyourbuyer.com.